Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week number 7. Week number 7 starts on Monday, February 27th. It is the 25th of February right now, so for those that still are a little behind in week number 6, you still have some time to get caught up or participate in this week's activities. So once again, week and early welcome to week number 7. So as you can see from the screen, I just decided to start with the assignments. Weeks 1 through 4, I will have everybody's participation graded by the midweek. And if you, well, as I can see from here, everybody that submitted an exploration project question you've received the 1 point that was allotted for this assignment, and also any kind of feedback that I had. The questions were great. I had very little feedback for anybody short of, what you're doing is an important topic, and I thank you everybody for submitting those. If you have not submitted your exploration project question, please do as soon as possible. This week we have an learning reflection paper due next Sunday and March 5th. So that's where we stand with the assignments. And now I'm going to go to week number 7, give you an idea of what we're going to be covering, specifically what are the things to do in week number 7. So as you can see, we're in week number 7, which starts on the 27th of February, which is Monday. The materials are now available, and I think these topics that we have in both chapter 9 and 10 are fascinating. We've been looking through the lens of our own systems, how people learn, how do the, kind of what is the Western perspectives on adult learning and adult learning theories and ideas. Now we shift gears. We're looking at, in chapter 9, embodied spiritual and narrative learning, in kind of how do we make sense out of this. And I have to tell you just one story about the narrative learning, which is, and you could say the non-Western perspectives. I've been in awe. I live in a multi-generational house with 2 nurses and a paramedic, and I've been in awe for many years since I've been formally studying adult education, almost the last 25 years, how people, especially in the medical profession, learn and talk about things. And I can tell you from people in my household, they sit around and they talk about patients. They don't talk about patients by name because that's illegal. But really what they do is they explain, they talk about things. My son-in-law is a paramedic, and just the other night he brought up home a strip somebody looking at. It had to do with heart arrhythmias, and they were looking at that, and they were talking about it. And so right there you have my wife, who's a longtime ER nurse, my daughter's a nurse practitioner, and my son-in-law is a paramedic. And they spent probably 15 minutes talking about various heart arrhythmias and what this patient had going on, etc. And I just kind of step back, and I'm in awe about how they talk about things and how they learn from each other. So that's just a broad introduction to chapter 9, which is just fascinating. People learn differently than sitting in a classroom learning rote memory various topics. Chapter 10, we look at non-Western perspective, Eastern, indigenous perspectives of learning and knowing. Once again, fascinating subjects, and I was very happy to see in the current edition that we are using, the textbook edition, they actually updated this entire section to reflect what is going on in the field of learning, but also what is going on from a cultural basis in the United States and beyond. So I really hope that you enjoy both of these topics this week. Let's get to the specifics. Read chapter 9, 10, have some additional articles. These are optional. Quite a few videos embodied in spiritual learning, narrative learning, non-Western learning. And what I wanted to say in here, this is strictly optional due to the learning reflection paper due next Sunday night. Participation in the week 7 discussion forum is truly optional. This will have no bearing if you participate or not, but there may be something that you just want to get out there and or something that you disagree with or agree with, and you might want to put your comments in that discussion forum. This is strictly optional, so don't feel any pressure. I don't like to have assignments and discussion forums due in the same week, so excuse me, I don't know what happened there. Okay, so that is it. That's my little spiel on the discussion forums. So here's the optional form. So the assignment due next Sunday, which is the learning reflection paper. I put together a video explaining the assignment. In effect, well, first of all, you can find information out on the actual. You take a look at the syllabus. You can see what's in there. It will explain the paper. But I also put this video together about what is a learning reflection paper. We have people in the class, this is their first class in the Adult and Higher Ed program. A reflection paper is truly just what it says. You are reflecting on the materials that we've covered in weeks 1 through 7. I am not looking for a blow-by-blow in week number 1. We did this 2, 3, 4, etc. I'm really looking for you. What are some of the big points that impacted you or made some kind of impression on you in the first 7 weeks of the class? If you want to talk about 2 or 3 items, that's fine. If you really want to spend a considerable amount of time on, just say, transformative learning theory and Mesereau's ideas on the stages of it, that would be fine. This is a reflection paper. Not a huge paper. We're looking at, I give some goals and I give some ideas of how many words, but take a look at the syllabus for specifics, and also I cover some in the actual LRP paper video. Also have some information on APA formatting. And for those that have never done APA formatting, it can be a little daunting, but it's not extremely complicated. I put together, once again, a video on APA formatting. I'd love for you to try using it. And this is not a major portion of your grade. It is more, I'm looking for you to use, there's probably 2 or 3 things when it comes to the actual references. One, and probably the easiest to describe, is on the references page. That is the last page of your paper. And you title the paper References, you put it right in the middle of your last page, center it on the page, and then you use APA formatting to actually format your references. You use a hanging indent, and some of these are covered in the video. The other thing I really love to see is a cover page. And once again, there are examples in what I show you and what I go over. A cover page is really important, and I believe it sets the tone for a quality paper. So you're hearing it firsthand from me. Please use a cover page, and please include a references page. In the body, your paper is actually sandwiched between there. So that's that. I have some information coming out on the exploration projects that we will be coming up. In week number 8, I have an advanced organizer. Here's the advanced organizer for week number 8. And once again, the learning reflection paper is due on March 5th. Let me just hit this button to make sure. There we go. Okay, come down here. Optional discussion forum, and this is where you actually will submit your assignment. Let me just click on that so you can see what's here. See syllabus, and this paper, that's incorrect. I don't know why that's showing there. That is incorrect. I have to correct that. It is due on the 5th of March. That must be something over here. This is correct. March 5th. I have no idea why that is showing up like that. So, disregard that in the video. Please take a look at the syllabus for information, instructions. Once again, take a look at the syllabus for that. So that's it for me. 10 minutes. I apologize, a little longer than what I had thought, but that happens quite a bit with me. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you're struggling trying to figure out what is this reflection paper, please contact me. We can set up, we can talk over the phone. We can have a Zoom. We could do it through email. But I'm here to help. I hope you have a great week number 7. And any questions, fire away. Good luck writing your paper. And I look forward to seeing everybody's paper next Sunday. Bye.